Good morning, everybody. Happy June 4th. There is a lot of things going on June 4th. Pretty cool day. Continuing with what's going on for the month, many of you may already know that this is National Dairy Month. Now, it's interesting that this was started in 1937 by the National Refrigerator Food Association. It wasn't taken over by the Dairy Council until 1955. So, I thought that was a cool little fact. I know here in Kemp, the Spring Market has been giving out ice cream samples every Saturday. And yes, I know I gave you that information a day late, but every Saturday in June at the Kemp Spring Market, you can get free ice cream. How cool is that? I finished about all my makeup today. I'm getting ready to go to work again. Haven't done the brows yet. I have to mention that it's also interesting that it's also Dairy Alternative Month, and they picked that on purpose because it was National Dairy Month. So the Vegan Association, or I think they're called the Vegan Awareness Network, started Dairy Alternative Month. Now, back when I was doing the vegan thing, because I think I've tried about every lifestyle choice, well, food lifestyle choice out there. For my brows today, that's what I'm working on. I'm using Ashen for Trouble and La Vida Mocha. The dairy, non-dairy, you know, you can make some pretty cool stuff that appears to be dairy, like cheese. My kids probably don't remember, but I used to make what looked like cheddar cheese out of cashews and pimentos. And I got that recipe from the Weimar Institute in California, which is part of the Seventh-day Adventist Association. And it actually tasted like cheddar cheese. Of course, if you like cashews anyways, you don't care if it tastes like cheese or not. But you can make a cool kind of faux mac and cheese out of cashews and pimentos if you're interested in doing something like that. I'll post the links later. They had some cool recipes on there on dairy alternatives, as well as the Refrigerated Food Association site, which had some interesting, I didn't know they had a guy named Mr. Food. Mr. Food has a test kitchen, and there's a video out on dairy and the test kitchen, so that was kind of cool. You know, when you're doing brows, the important thing is the right tools. Of course, that goes to say with any makeup application, but I really love our little brow tool, because I don't know if you can really see that brush, but that brush is just so fine and thin, and it's firm. So you get a really good line on your brows when you're using it. And I just blend the two colors up in there because, you know, your brows aren't just one color anyways. I usually outline with the lighter shade, so that would have been the Ashen for Trouble, this one right here. And then I fill in a little bit more with the La Vida Mocha. So, cool stuff. All right, what else is happening in June? You may not remember, but this is Bed Bug Awareness Week. Now, it's interesting that, I don't know how many of you remember back in 2013, 2014, when bed bugs were just a big epidemic. Well, the pest control folks came up with Bed Bug Awareness Week, but I've been to their website, and they really haven't updated anything about bed bugs since then. But if you go to pestworld.org, they do have some interesting facts about the other pests. They actually have the 2017 pest report for the year, so that you can know which pests are supposed to be the worst this year. Fun, fun. All right, it is also Business Etiquette Week, and that's put on by the Protocol School in Washington, D.C. Because we have such a global economy now, you might need to know how to shake hands or whether or not to shake hands when you're in China doing business. Now, I'm finishing off my eyes. This is my favorite tool of all. It is the angled liner brush, and it is so thin. But it's got that cool angle, so you're not going like this. You can just do it naturally. Now, on a work day, since this is a work day, I usually only do the edges of the eye just to give them a little pop. And I'm using black on the edges. And we're about done with that. And it is also one of the most important days if you've been hit by cancer in your family, which I have lost 4 very important family members to cancer. No survivors, which is sad. But it is Cancer Survivor Awareness Day. So if you have any survivors, I do hope you give them a big hug today. Whew. Alright, thought I'd get through that. It didn't work out as well as I thought. The people in my family died at my age, which really hits home a little bit more than that. So it's a blessing if you have survivors in your family, and I do hope you give them a big hug today. All right, let's wake up. Whew. Put some finishing spray on there and blot a little bit. All right. I think we're good for today. So thank you for coming in today. Thank you all to the replay people. And like I said, if you have survivors, they're a blessing. Give them a big hug. I'm Deborah Felsky, Independent Beauty Guide with Limelight by Alcone. If you want to change your look or change your lifestyle, give me a call. Love y'all. Bye-bye.